Hey, what's up, fam? It's Love. On my way home, and something has been bothering me. You know, I always let it out with you guys. So here it is. I'm gonna need for other social groups that are not black women and black young women, because and black young girls. I'm gonna need all you other social groups to stop asking us to put on the cape and save your ass when you've done no atonement for your bad behavior toward us. Okay? So what are you talking about, love? What? Yeah. You know that orange motherfucker that was in office? We saved you again from your own badass behavior. Do you know more white women, already 52 to 53% of them voted for him the first time. The second time it went up to like 56, 57%. He don't even like you. And here we go. Voting saved your ass. Okay? Again, we've gone, we use the phrase Black Lives Matter, and of course there's the Black Lives Matter movement, but there's all kinds of freedom movements. And each time that we move as black women, we make it so that everybody else gets lifted up as well. So if you're a white woman, you got to vote in the 1920s because we came up with that for you, and you turned around and used what we gave you and got the vote. We couldn't vote until the 50s and 60s as black women. Okay? Brothers, we was behind you too. We helped you get the vote. The civil rights era didn't come about because of any men. Okay? It was the women behind everything. Okay? Satima Clark, Mrs. Parks, Medgar Evers' wife. He wasn't going to be in civil rights if it hadn't been for his wife. Okay? Sisters, I'm going to need us to stop putting on capes before people atone for their badass behavior towards us. Okay? Here we are. We saving everybody. And ain't nobody looking out for us. Ain't nobody making sure that there's no Breonna Taylors, that there's no Sandra Blands, But we can talk all day about what we need to do for black men. And we do that. We don't have a problem with that shit. But what I'm telling you is I'm going to need motherfuckers to come back and atone for the bad behaviors that you've had against black women. We are the most educated, statistically, we're the highest educated individuals in fucking America. Yet, there's only like one of us in Fortune 500 that is running a Fortune 500 company, and she just started doing that. Okay? We have to be twice as good as the people standing next to us, and yet put up with everybody's shit. So yes, I'm going to bring up the Asian community here. That shit that happened with that white boy and white women, I told you about your men. You need to go handle that shit. That's a you problem. They fucking up because you put that shit on. But, okay, I digress. Those women, those 6 Asian women that was killed, that wasn't right. That was fucked up. And he went from place to place killing these Asian women. And the next thing I heard from groups of brothers, groups of Asian people, is that we, as black women, need to get on board with you and again, save you too. But you know what? When I look around in the black community, I see Asian stores that are selling black hair care products and follow me around the store more than white people do half the time. Okay? I have spoken to any number of Asian people who automatically want to use tropes about how angry we are as black women and how us as a people, we're just thugs and thieves and all of this bullshit. Listen, it wasn't black people that went and shot those 6 women. And it definitely wasn't black women. So even in your own community, Asian people, you want us to get with you. Even in your own community, you have children of mixed heritage. When you have children of mixed heritage that are black, one parent was black and one parent was Asian, you know, the black grandmamas will take them on. But you don't like dark complected Asian people. You tell each other that. You have just as much colorism in your social group and much more than we do. And we were enslaved here. Some really bad things have happened to you by white people. But you know what? You've used your complexion and your closeness to white people, a hierarchy that they helped to put you up in, and you've used it against black women. So I'm going to tell you, I don't have a problem helping you as long as you atone for your behavior. You need to atone. Because you know what? You're right. If anybody could save you, it's sisters. We could do it. We've saved this country. We built this bitch. We gave birth to this bitch. So you're right. We super bad. And I don't see why I need to put on my cape and get with you when you have nasty negative things and tropes about me and mine. So I'm going to need you to atone for that. And then we can get to the table and we can talk about our problems. Because it's not the exact same problem. Yeah, white people don't like you either. And they're prejudiced against you too. But you've made it, you've gotten permission for them to be in a certain hierarchy. And the last thing that you'll get with is your children marrying somebody black or having black children, because that's supposed to be the worst thing in the world. Why? And now you want me to come save you? Yeah, you need to atone for that. I'm gonna need that to happen. And that's not to say we haven't seen Asians around the world marching when George Floyd was murdered and lynched. And I'm going to tell you the truth. We've been being lynched every single day in this country. We've been saying the same thing. And you know what I heard a lot of Asian people say over the years? I'm not talking about last year. I'm talking about before that. Over the years, here's what I heard them say. Well, what did you do wrong? I didn't do anything wrong, and neither did my people, no more than those 6 poor women who were murdered. And it's not just that they were murdered, they were actually hunted. That's the same shit that has happened to us, but in far bigger numbers. But you didn't want to understand that. So I need you to understand that. I need you to atone for your lack of empathy, lack of care, lack of support of sisters before you ask us to come put on our cape and save you. Because, we can do it. But forgiveness is one thing. And I think that that's a powerful thing for those of us who believe in, white Jesus and all of that. I think my whole family, I got reverends coming out the hoo-ha from. Half my family are cousins and are reverends or ministers. And I think that that's great. And they do preach forgiveness. But I'm going to tell you, at this sister here, I'm not speaking for everybody else, but I'm talking about this sister here. I'm not forgiving shit until you atone. That's right. You got to make it right. And then we can get together and talk about our common problem. and we can work on what we need to do to fix that. See, I have to uphold Native Americans, and I have to uphold Hispanic Americans, and now I got to uphold you. So what I'm telling you is, you're right to think that we should save you. You're right, because we're the only ones who can. And yet, you're going to participate in that. And you're going to have to start by atoning. No more rhetoric about how we're thugs. No more rhetoric about us, these tropes about us being angry. You fucking right, bitch. I am enraged. My people are being shot every day. My people are being lynched every fucking day. So you right. What's your point? I'm more highly educated than most all of the people that I work with. But I have to work 100 times harder to just get hired. And I know sister after sister after sister. A lot of them in my family. I have 6, there's 7 of us who are elder cousins, including myself. Between us all, there are, let's see, 4 of us have bachelors. 3 of us have masters. We have a doctorate. Among the 7 of us, we some badasses, and we have worked tirelessly, each one of us in our community, to uphold not just our community but other people's community. And when I look around, I don't see you doing all of that with us. When I go to the doctor, and whether that doctor is white or Asian, and I go and explain myself, I've only had one doctor that I can say she was so good with me and worked with me on my health. Now, she was Asian, and she is a marvelous doctor. And an Asian doctor also cut my daughter and left my daughter open. And white doctors followed up and did nothing either. So this whole thing where you look at us and you think we don't have pain, and you think that we deserve to be mistreated, or because I wake up black and you wake up white, or you wake up Asian, we're different. Well, I think I'm going to need you to atone for all that behavior that followed your belief. And then, why don't you look me up after that?